Hello. Thanks for having me here tonight. So I'm going to be talking something totally different what these other two ladies were talking about. We're going to have a little fun. I do want you to answer when I ask you, but then we have to be very quick about your answer. I want a one-word adjective when I ask for it. Okay, so my whole shtick is about dressing with a purpose. I give the look you need to get the results you want. We all have different avenues that we're traveling. We all want to look a different way. We all want to be unique. We are unique. Everything about us is unique. We're very different. So what I do is I help you get there. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to say, what message do you want to say to others? So that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, first slide, please. Okay, purposeful dressing. This is what I call purposeful dressing. It's dressing with a conscious awareness of the messages you are sending. Are you saying that you are creative? Are you intelligent? Are you credible, trustworthy? Is your image saying that every single day when you walk out the door? And I hear all the time, well, it doesn't matter because I don't see anybody. But you do. You're going to get coffee. You go to lunch. You see maybe coworkers. Maybe a guest comes into the office. And if you're not prepared and not looking the part, that could really be detrimental to your success. Okay, next slide, please. I'm used to having the clicker. Oh, before I start, and before I go on to here, I want to do an exercise. I want you to make a circle with your thumb and index finger, just like this. Okay. Now I want you to place that on your chin. Okay, which message of mine was stronger, my visual or my verbal? Visual, yes. We are very visual by nature. So I want you to remember that as we're talking about purposeful dressing, because it does matter. Harvard did a study that said 55% of what we communicate is visual, 38% is your body language, and 7% is what you say. So keep that in mind as we're talking about this. Okay, so first impressions we create in the eyes of clients, competitors, neighbors, and the community is a lasting one. This is a quote that Dixon Hughes Goodman wrote after I came and spoke to them, and I think it's really true. This is what I call your visual resume, okay? So people make assumptions about who we are in seconds, right? How long does it take to make a great first impression? Seconds, yes. How long does it take to make a bad one? Seconds. And usually you can't erase that one. So we need to be consciously aware of our visual resume every day, even if you're not job hunting. But if you're an entrepreneur, you need to go to the banks, you need to ask for money, you need help, you need to get out there. You have to have a certain look about you. It doesn't mean high-end. I love using reworked fabric and things from a thrift store, but it better fit you. You've got to get a tailor. Tailor should be your best friend. But it will help in your career success, climbing the corporate ladder, personal success. Everything you do, you need to think about what are the messages I'm sending. Okay, next slide. Okay, one-word adjective. What does he do? What is he? What is he? What do you think of this guy? Professor. Frumpy. Okay, sorry about the folks here at NC State. This is the #1 answer I get every time. He may be a professor, I don't know, but we all make that assumption that he is a professor. He looks like he's trying too hard. Notice his body language. He's not very confident. Okay, next slide, please. What about this guy? What does he do? Banker, sales manager, lawyer. Okay, he is wearing the #1 most authoritative look, the dark jacket, white shirt, red tie. Okay, that's the #1 authoritative look. So we would make assumptions about this man. He is a banker or some high-end CEO. Okay, next slide, please. And the next slide. It is the same man. We just cleaned him up. Now, if you notice, he looks thinner, does he not, as a banker? Because his suit fits. Fit is one of those things that I have a real attitude about, color and fit. It should fit you, and he looks like he's trying too hard. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, what about this gentleman? What do you think he does? Okay, IT, intern. Yes, there is something about this young gentleman that is really something we need to be aware of, and I see a lot of it in town. He is sending mixed messages. His baseball cap. He's trying to be professional, wearing a blue shirt and a jacket. Although it's a linen jacket, it does wrinkle, so you have to be aware of that. The computer bag over the shoulder says, I just graduated from college and I'm starting a job. But I see that a lot, and there are things we could do. I was actually hired by the chamber to help one of their executives who looked just like this, and they wanted to go from college boy to executive of the chamber. So we had to do some upgrading. But the biggest thing is that cap. It is sending a mixed message that that's very casual, and the rest he's trying to be. Okay, next slide. Here's another young gentleman wearing the same blue shirt. But if you notice, one is polished, one is pressed, one is tucked in. He's got a sport coat and not a more of a loose jacket, and he's not wearing a ball cap. So just the impression of the two gentlemen is very different. So think about every day, what are you wearing? What are you going to be doing that day? Okay, next slide. Okay, can you click it once? Thank you. Okay, from the neck down, she looks pretty professional. She looks very neat, very polished, like a Chanel suit with the pearls. It's great. Okay, click, please. Okay, but if you notice the headband, do you see how casual that is? So again, that's sending a mixed message. So be aware. I see a lot of people wearing a really nice outfit, and then I look at their shoes, and they forgot the polish. And their shoes look ratty, or they are running out of time. They have a beautiful outfit on, and they forgot to comb their hair. That is a number one no-no. Comb your hair. Better yet, wash it, and then comb it. I see so many people who think, I'm going to work. I don't care. I haven't showered. Maybe I just got home. And they just run to work, and they look sloppy. You know what that does to your attitude. What does that say? You are representing your company as well as yourself. Be proud of who you are, dress the part, wash your hair. Simple. So maybe she could pull her hair back, maybe in a more tighter pull, and then get rid of that band and put a more professional band. She's beautiful, absolutely, but her band is too casual for the rest of her look. Okay, could I see the next slide? Okay. So my thing here, when I teach clients and I work with clients, I take them shopping. I first go through their closet. We work on their colors. What are your best colors? Has anybody ever said, wow, that color's really nice on you? Or have you ever thought of how good you look in certain colors? When you know you look good, do you not hold yourself higher, your shoulders back, you feel really good? Well, color has a lot to do with that. There's so many more colors, let me tell you, than black and white, okay? So most of us do not look our best in black. I hate to break the bubble, but it's true. So I'm very big on color. Wear color, know your face shape, work with your face shape. If you didn't know it, whether you're angled or contoured here, that makes a big difference, and it can create this instant harmony on your look by working with your face shape. And it's one of my little secrets I teach people. Know your body. Dress your body. Do not wear clothes that are so big. I see so many people wearing big clothes. They think they're hiding, but they're really not hiding. They actually look bigger. So know your body. Use a tailor. Tailors are wonderful. It's inexpensive. Go to the thrift store, buy some great pieces, but then have it tailored to fit you. And then don't forget, you all have a personality, right? I would think so. So you want to bring that personality out. Even if you're in a conservative environment, you can still bring out your personality, have fun. Great pair of shoes. Where's our shoe guy? You can have a great pair of shoes with an outfit that just speaks to your personality. Okay, next slide. I think we're... Okay, what do you think he does? Used car salesman. That's the number one answer. What about that tie? Too short, absolutely, and it's probably polyester. My kids always ask me, is it a clip-on? So I think so. And the one thing about this gentleman is the color. The color of that jacket is awful. So why spend whatever he spent on that jacket, spend the same amount of money on a jacket that's going to look so much better on him? Okay, next slide, please. So he looks better here, and the next slide. CEO, from used cars salesman to CEO. He's wearing a color that is more flattering to his skin tone. So that is something that I'm really big, I stress a lot about the color. Okay, next slide, please. This was one of my clients that there was an article in the NNO that we did a story on her. And on the left, you can see her. She was very down and out. She had a miserable home life. She didn't have a job. She needed to get a job. So I worked with her, and we went shopping. We got her hair cut. We worked with her face shape. I taught her what colors are best for her. And now she has exactly what she wants. She moved to Baltimore. I think this was like 7 years ago. We did the article. I hear from her every year. She's gone gray. Thank you very much. She's let herself go gray, worked with it, and she thanks me every year for just giving her that little tweak in her life has completely turned her whole life around. So that can happen to you. Just one small tweak can make a big difference. Okay, next slide. So I think it should be a thank you very much. I appreciate it.